Okay. Wait, I'm about to sneeze. I'm so sorry.
I'm Matthew, and
Corey,
as always,
Tyler,
I'm with
and
Corey
Taylor.
and Tyler and Taylor.
And we're
That
here
was-
to do a
that
little
was
yapping
pretty
about
good.
this
That was
here.
impressive.
That was pretty good. You know, you kept track and you knew the order I was going in, so I got to respect that.
He's in your brain.
It's hard.
We got a bunch of stuff to talk about this week. What we did over the weekend, of course, Calvin's win, Ella's win, dumb decisions made from the PDGA. Taylor's got a sick game he's been cooking up for the last 2 or 3 months of research there. We're going to talk about picks, if I can ever make a comeback, and then just talk about general little things that we're thinking about now. First off, Tyler, you kind of got – you know what? I'll ask you how your week is before making fun of you. How was your week? How was disc golf going for you?
I have not played any disc golf in a week.
That's so sad.
That's so sad. Did you buy any
Yeah.
frisbees in that time?
Did I buy any frisbees? No.
All right,
I
Corey.
literally,
Which
I literally have not done anything disc golf
Hey, that's fine with us.
other than consume content. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little like hands tied a little bit at the moment with playing because we're trying to get some things ready for incoming child. And Friday it was like soaking wet here. I wasn't trying to play. So yeah, nothing going on in my world right now. Just enjoying disc golf.
Okay. What about you, Corey? Oh, man.
Well, first off, I'm sweating like a pig right now. It's really hot
Blessed.
in Michigan, like really, really hot. And it's supposed to cool off by like 20 degrees in the next 2 days. So
Smell like
that'll-
bacon from here.
Yeah, it's not bacon. I played Sunday at the course that the Michigan Q Series is going to be held. If you want to look at that course, go on Gatekeeper and look up CCR. That's the name of like the annual course tournament. I don't know if they're going to be playing the same layout for the Q Series, but if they do, like usually, I think Gatekeeper had it was like Marweed, Gavin Rathbun, Chanimal, and someone else, Luke Taylor, were like on like the feature card. So it's quite a few people show up for this event. It's a beautiful course. It's like 20 minutes south of Lansing. Me and my buddies just got whooped out there. And we weren't even playing the hardest layout.
Slacked.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. I put out a video finally. Edited
Yeah.
the first of the 3 Georgia courses that I played. So you can go check that out on my channel. And currently I'm debating if I want to keep the Daytona in the bag or if I want to swap it for either a Hypercane, or for some reason the pink intervals are beefier than the Daytona. So I'm probably going to test those together soon, maybe tomorrow. But I did more than Tyler, so that's all that matters.
there it is.
Hey, that's valid. Taylor,
that
what
to the
about you?
bank.
Did you make some motion happen this week or no?
So we had our tag kickoff on Sunday, and I did a bad job explaining this last week, so I'll say real quick. It is the Southeast Alabama Disc Golf Association, aka SEDGA, which is a registered nonprofit with the goal of growing disc golf in the area. So obviously, as a disc golfer in the area, trying to just boost and help that as much as I can. They've already got 2 courses in development. One is like a pitch and putt in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Alabama, kind of by their little campus. So super sick just to get, kids involved in the game. And we actually had a really good turnout at League. It was, I think, all said like 63, 64 people at League at a very easy 12-hole course. I took down the 19 tag. I started 3 down through 5. I started on the hardest hole of the course and birdied it with a 50-foot jump putt. And then I went out of bounds 4 times. Life comes at you fast. So,
my boy.
So
That's why
excited.
you need,
Excited for Sunday to do better. The guy that took the 1 tag was on my card, and he's kind of a local legend kind of guy, super involved as well. It was a really fun round. I had a ton of fun, but yeah, I played really bad after the
How was
first
it?
5 holes.
How was it playing disc golf with other people?
It's a different vibe, I gotta say, for sure. I don't do that often. No, it's definitely. I think I realized I play too many very casual rounds where I'm just slinging like 8 frisbees off every shot to be good in a competitive sense. So I talked about this in the Discord earlier. I think I'm going to start a similar challenge that a lot of people are doing in trying to shoot 1,000 rated round at my local course, which, like true competitive kind of tournament rules to help get my brain in that mode more often. I think will help a lot.
Love it.
That's sick.
Love it.
As far as what I did, I got some new discs in that I'm messing with. I played a ton of disc golf. I think I've played 3 or 4 times since last week, just because I have nothing going on right now. There was a tournament in my local course, my home course, first tournament ever there. I'm so excited. I want to play so bad. My sister's graduation is the exact same time, and it's 2 sisters from college. Both of them are graduating the exact same time. So I'm like, I should probably go to the graduation. I play a practice round with my buddy the night before. My last 2 rounds there, one was +3 over 18 holes, one was +5. Both felt mid. Like it felt like I made a lot of mistakes there and I got there. And then my buddy tells me the scores, and I would have placed like 4th or 3rd place if I had played the tournament and shot around there. And I was like, that stinks. That would have been a good showing. But I still played with my buddy and had fun and playing some more, testing out some new stuff. But that's all I did this week. So
Hey, I lied, by the way.
Oh, you lied?
I did. I did get a new disc in the mail.
All right, let's go. We're so back.
What'd you get?
Shoot, I left it upstairs. It was for $4 on eBay. I won it in a bid. What is the most infamous disc in my bag right now, Matt? Do you know?
Mamba.
My bag, bro. My bag.
Not my bag.
My bag.
In Tyler's bag, the most infamous disc?
Yeah. Your guess.
I don't know if he means this in a... I mean, he has to mean this in a bad way.
What disc would I be devastated to lose in my bag?
Orange
Well,
DD3.
the Orange DD3 you
Is it
lost.
Proto Marvel.
Listen, I'm past that, dude. Okay.
So
I don't know.
The F3.
Oh, right, that flip up, the crazy
yeah.
stupid flip up
Yeah.
F3.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got on eBay and I was like, all right, I need to find a replacement and start seeing how comparable this is to my F3 in the bag. So I got it for $4. Super hype. Haven't thrown it because I said I haven't played any disc golf. So, anyways, that's
$4
it.
and shipping.
$4 for the disc, like $3 or $4 for shipping. So it was like $8.
Can you run through real quick? Give us your fairway lineup right now, because I actually don't think I have a full list of your fairway lineup in my head.
F3, 2 pipelines, 1 SP, 1's PL. PL's got a little bit more dome, so it glides a little bit more, slightly understable, maybe. The Sexton Firebird 21 edition and the Felon.
Okay.
That's what I'm rolling with right now.
That's fine. Do you ever
That's
feel
like
like
30 fairways.
It's like 4, 5. It's 5 of them.
Yeah, I feel like that's a
And I have an Avenger SS, but that's not really.
it's a 10 speed. We call those
Yeah.
control drivers.
And
Don't
an
matter about
Era.
the Firebird being a 9. I was
Don't
just
let
curious.
Corey bully you. Live your
Don't
live
let
your
Corey
truth,
bully
man.
you.
It's your bag.
Also, where
Corey's
were-
just trying not to become crispy bacon right now. So
yeah, he's
cooked.
actually barely surviving,
Krispy
losing
Kreme up
neurons
there,
by the
dude.
second. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to know because I wasn't sure how flippy to how stable you went. And that Sexton's pretty beat up, so that's probably closer at this point to a Thunderbird than it is.
If I throw it backhand, it's not going to flip up. But if I throw it on a forehand with a lot of spin, it'll flip up a little bit and just ride straight. It's kind of a newer one. I took my old one out, so it's beat up a little bit, but it's not like really beat like I usually have it. So
Okay. This actually leads perfectly to Tyler. Do you feel like a fool? Do you just feel like a danged fool?
no idea what you're
An-
talking about.
An idiot? Can we
No
play the
idea.
clip? Can we play the clip, Jamie? of
Somebody
Tyler
roll that clip.
saying, and I quote, Calvin does not have what it takes to win another event this year,
Okay,
or something like that.
I have a couple of things I'd like to address. One, it was my original, I shouldn't say original, but it was my idea where I was like, yo, you know what would be funny, Taylor? If we
I
found.
threw my orange DD3 in the water.
I'm over
Still
that.
laughing
hoe.
about it.
We're gonna make sure you're not over it.
I said, yo, you know, it'd be funny if we pulled up that Calvin clip of me saying Calvin won't win ever again, and then clip it to like Taylor cooked up the most fire edit of all
It
time.
was such a heater, dude.
It was so good. So do I feel stupid? Yes. Do I feel like I was cheated a little bit because of the way it was clipped? A little bit, because I did say we were talking about hot takes, I believe. And my hot take for the rest of the year was Calvin won't win the rest of the year. So it wasn't like I might have truly believed it in my heart. It was like, hey, this is like a hot take that I'm just going to throw out there. But anyways, I do pretty much.
Good backtrack.
Thanks. I'm trying a little bit, not much. I'm going to own it. And I'm going to say
that's the nature of the clip beast, unfortunately.
it is, absolutely. And listen, that's what we're all about. It made for good content, so it worked out perfectly. And I know how much Calvin is an avid listener of our show. So Calvin, I love that I fired you up. Congratulations on back-to-back wins. I'm going to call it back-to-back. We're not going to count Copenhagen because it's back-to-back that you played in. And I'm hyped. It's cool, man. I was so hyped to see. The biggest thing about this is I said Calvin isn't clutch, or he doesn't have the clutch gene. And I'm referencing when he needs to make putts down the stretch. And I've referenced this in other episodes. He doesn't make putts. And what did he do? He ran every single putt, even towards the water, and cashed every one. And also he said after his first win at DDO, like when I start to play in defensive mode in my brain, that's when I played bad. So I think he found something to where he can still play conservative, but if he throws it aggressively conservative, I know it sounds kind of weird. I think he's going to do just fine. And I think he's figured it out. So I'm hoping that he's figured out how to play aggressive, but with a conservative game plan. He's looking hot for Worlds right now, dude. I mean, he was dicing up the last two courses. So it was cool to watch. So do I feel like a fool? Yes, but I'm so hype about it. I'm not even going to lie. So.
Hey, that's a good answer there, man. That's a good answer. The amount of like when I was watching course practice rounds for this course, the amount of like I was watching Ezra and Goose, which I think Ezra likes throwing rollers or talks about throwing rollers a lot. And he was like, there's a roller here, there's a roller here, there's a roller here, there's a roller here. Am I tripping, or did Calvin throw like little to no rollers?
He is not a roller guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I saw any rollers out of him. But
a standard shot is also 2 feet off the ground, so it's kind of like give and take.
Bro is just smoking these shots.
He in a practice round said he's not a roller guy, so that's just not, he's just not going to do it.
I unless now you tell me if you guys are roller cookers. I have never once felt confident that my roller is going to go where I wanted it, even if I laid it down well.
I used to throw a decent amount of rollers, but I don't really.
I have to practice it. I haven't worked on it, so that's the biggest part of my game that I'm lacking in. But it's not part of the game that, as an amateur, you absolutely need. The only thing I know how to do is the forehand roller that gets you cutting around the corner. That's the only thing I know how to do.
I would say that I mainly like that's back when I played a lot in Tennessee still, and I literally did not have a forehand. Like I would not throw a forehand hardly at all. So there were a lot of holes that just backhand roller shaped better with like something stupid overstable that gets to the ground and cuts right. So that's when I threw them then. But I just kind of have at least a decent forehand now. So
Corey, are you no roller guy for you? You don't rock with those things.
I don't like throwing rollers, but I want to learn. Not that I would actually do it at a course around here. There's hole 2 at Lakeshore is like 1,000 feet. So that would be a good one.
I got to pause real quick. I apologize. Everyone look over Corey's right shoulder. We haven't talked about it. It's hanging, baby.
Yep.
Proud, loud and proud.
Flying the flag.
Let's go, baby.
I don't know if I could roll that though. So
can't roll.
That's a short right there.
I do currently have the sail in the bag because I want to try and get some good rollers. I tried one. There's a field across the street from my work, and I threw it, and then I realized like farther down, it's just all tall grass. It's like foot and a half tall grass. So it literally hit like the first available twig and fell over. Yeah. So,
well, listen, man. Rollers don't matter because Calvin just diced up a course that a lot of people considered a good roller course. Yeah, so we can just continue to be incompetent and think we have the skills like Calvin Heimberg does.
But I will say he didn't win wire to wire because how hype was everybody when they saw the McBeast at the top of the leaderboard? And how many of us said, yo, he's back?
I'll be honest, I was hype, and I'm not even that big of a McBeast fan. But I saw that 10 down, and I was like, wait a second. The GOAT.
Taylor, what was the likelihood that you thought Paul was going to win after round 1?
Like 40. I didn't have a ton of faith. Like don't get me wrong, I was super hyped, but I didn't have because I feel like we've seen these flashes now, and I think it goes back to like the just overall, whether it be the shoulder or just overall kind of fitness. I feel like he just kind of falls off later in tournaments right now, and we've kind of seen that. But the biggest thing I was going to point out too about Paul is I sent this screenshot in our Discord, but my guy came out round 1, shot the 1066, 10 down, was super sick. And round 2, putted 44% C1X and 14% in C2.
It's got to be the worst putting performance ever.
Tough.
By him.
Tough.
Like all he had to do was make like his average would probably be missing 1. Maybe we'll just say missing 2. And that's 3 more putts where he would have been like 7 under, a little bit closer.
Yeah.
He was 1 for 7 from circle 2, though. That's his
multiple
range.
Putts where you're like, oh, this is something Paul makes, like eyes closed, and he just doinked it. Yeah, it was tough.
It was
the swap
hard
to
the
watch.
Kratos
is coming, man. I'm telling you,
dude. He's pushing all kinds of plastic in that thing, so he's got to.
He recently went to the lunch break course that I go to, and he thought that they just installed the boulder that's been there for like 100 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like, oh, these tee pads look really brand new. I think this course is brand new. I know nothing about it. That boulder also looks like they just put it there, and it's been there like ever since I've been going there. So
since he was a wee lad.
Wee little lad.
Yeah, he also, I was going to say, in that round at the lunch break course was putting with Kratos's and made everything. So
Bro made so much. Which, am I crazy? Is the McPro, was the McPro beated?
No.
AVR? No. Okay, that's okay. I didn't think so.
I don't
think he's ever putted with a beaded putter.
I think so.
I think because it's new, it's just giving him like a little more confidence.
Oh yeah.
Because there's nothing different from the Luna.
You ain't got to tell me about new putter confidence, bro. You swap those things out, I'm banging everything for like 2 weeks.
It's a quick rebound for him, man. Yep. It's something new, something fresh. Just
Please tell me, Taylor, that you're still putting with the Vibram.
I haven't, but I probably should. I will say in my tag round, I putted phenomenally. Putting was not the problem. It was throwing the disc out of bounds was the problem.
I don't think putting is really your problem.
Now you got some skills, man.
It's so smooth.
I said that in the worst way possible, but you do have.
Yeah, I learned my putting form from Matt. He's got that really smooth. People have come up to him and said, this
dude, every day I just go from having the smoothest putt ever to, oh wait, should I cash this with the chains, and then just yanking right lately. I haven't been a good putter in the last 4 months.
I literally changed up my putt because I don't want you guys to talk about Simon Lizotte. So I don't even putt.
Corey,
you didn't putt anymore.
Corey, you didn't see?
Bullied out of his putting form.
Corey, what's your new putt like?
Left foot,
like Calvin.
Oh yeah.
Did you not see Simon's video he put out today?
Not all of it.
He's changing up his putt.
Oh shit!
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I can't lie to Corey that long.
I can't
lie to Corey that long. But if I was a better liar, I would love to make that comment. Yeah, no, it was. Even as a not Paul McBeth fan that much, like I like Paul, he seems cool. It was sick to see him just pop off. I was like, wait a second, does this guy have some motion? And then he did not have some motion.
Dude,
I believed.
I felt so bad for Gavin that last round because he gave himself so many opportunities, and you felt like he was going to do it. He was one of my picks, so of course I was rooting for him. But dude's got some game. Dude's got some real game. Yeah. So I felt bad that I thought he was going to get it done for a minute, and then the inevitable happened. It's Calvin.
Can we ask? Gavin's currently not sponsored still, correct?
Correct.
How has no one picked up this guy who's been playing?
Go pick up the Tour Series Warlock.
He does. Yeah, he putts with the Warlock, and he was throwing rollers with the Destroyer.
That's sick.
Yeah,
but he does. He's just wants but not even infinite. Infinite's not like, look at this guy here. we could swoop up. Who's
Hey,
playing?
let me tell you something about hearing from Infinite Discs.
You don't. You don't hear from them.
Ghost Town.
My bad.
Yeah, Scott. I guess I could understand him choosing to be unsponsored, but is that because he wants to be open bag?
I mean,
Or, like-
realistically, right now, I think everything you hear is like if you're not top level pro, you're really not getting paid a lot anyway, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's just. I mean, maybe like to go back to some videos you talked about before, like when Drew was with DD, all he talked about was like how the distance drivers are trash, and I can't wait to throw destroyers again. So maybe he's just like, bro, I'm gonna throw destroyers, I'm gonna putt warlocks, and live my life.
Maybe so. Hey, Jake Wolf went open bag as well because he said he literally could not last with the. I guess it was also the
DD's
DD.
in shambles, bro. Let's
Distance
just
drivers.
let's say it as it
They're
is.
in big shambles.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I mean, but think about it. Like, he is playing really, really well with everything he has. He doesn't want to ruin that right now. He's setting himself up for the future for next year.
Yeah, I was gonna
So-
say, especially I feel like if you just bet on yourself and say I'm gonna rock this season and just see what I can do and not kind of like take a probably smaller offer as opposed to you show up at something like USDGC Tour Championship, like Worlds, a big one, and would get a top 5 win, do something wild, then the deal meter drastically shifts for you as opposed
gonna
to
say,
if it took something.
Where do
out.
you see him going?
Imagine he wins Worlds, dude. That would be incredible.
Everyone is saying Gavin to MVP very weirdly. I don't see that, but there's a lot of comments that are saying that. Because I was looking at something and literally all the comments, Gavin MVP, Gavin MVP.
I feel like
was
I don't really know anything about Gavin to like put him somewhere.
Yeah.
He
Maybe I
seems
don't
like
know.
very like Southern boyish, but he's not. He's from Illinois, I think. And he's-
One of the I states, Iowa, Illinois,
Yeah.
something like that.
But he seems like kind of like dry, humorous kind of guy. But like, yeah, I heard him talk about some story about a cat, and it was just like he talked about it for
he
like
got his arm like destroyed by a cat
Yeah.
before a tournament. Yeah.
yeah. And the way he was talking about that story, it was like you just sound like you're a Southern boy. So I don't know. I guess whoever you would think
Prodigy.
I was gonna say, does vibing with team members actually matter? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I know it matters with Discmania pretty much. All those guys hang out.
Yeah, and it might. Discraft's the only other one who even does a full team meetup, and it was just the one they did last year. And who knows how awkward that was?
I
It
could
was
low
Brody Paul and
key
everyone
see him going to Scraft, bro. I feel
Yeah.
like Scraft is
Yeah.
very willing to give money to like up and coming talent.
Yeah, but he throws like 0 Discraft, I think. I was looking at his stuff, and I think it's a lot of Innova. So Innova could pick him up,
else. Yeah, and if I hasn't picked up people in a while, last
Emerson
guy's
Keith.
And
Emerson
Daddy.
Keys and Calvin Longquist,
Yeah.
and that is like it for the picks this season.
yeah. Hey, I
Um,
want to bring this
go
up
ahead,
real quick too. Sorry, Matt.
You're good, brother.
Aaron Gossage,
Oos.
80% circle 2 in regulation. Came in 18th at 17 under, lost by 10 strokes. Is the putter becoming a serious issue on why he's not competing in top 10s right now?
Is the putter not been a serious issue? I mean, I feel like it's always been a serious issue.
I'm saying, like, is it like legitimately becoming a serious issue? He was minus 1 stroke essentially on putting gained, and then from tee to green, he was in the top 10. Top 10, yeah.
Okay, I have to make a brief and important news statement right now.
Let's hear it.
I have to be a very authentic guy here and say that my little sister left a pot pie in the oven, and I have been tasked with going and taking it out at this moment, or our house is going to burn down. So you keep talking about that, and I will see you guys in 2 minutes.
See you, Matt.
Do that.
Throw up the Shrek.
I mean, rounds 2 and 3, if the stats are correct, Aaron Gossage was 100% C1X putting.
Rounds 2 and 3.
That's
Oh, I
what,
see that.
That's what the PDGA Live is telling me. He cannot make
So-
a C2 putt to save his life. But
Okay, so he was strokes gained putting a +1 or 2 in circle 1, but in circle 2, it wasn't that good. He was, it looks like 0 for 3, 1 for 7, 2 for 9. So
his
gotta.
average
know what's
putt was
going on
all
with his
under,
putt?
Like
Like
17.
C2, is he just missing like
He hasn't been on
directionally?
coverage enough. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
So we can't see him. I mean, Corey, have you got a chance to watch Aaron Gossage all year at all?
All time.
The whole time?
Yeah, whole time.
Oh wow, you got exclusive rights.
I pay a guy.
I was wondering how that works.
I just gotta say it one more time, bro. PDGA Live is awful.
Yeah.
This is atrocious. It's egregious. This is what my dollars are going to, man.
What
waste
don't
of
you
a
like
website.
about it?
I'm trying to filter stats by the whole event. And it's only showing me one round, and
Oh, you can
I
do
can't
the
even
whole
change
event.
it. I have the whole event highlighted. I have
Hit
all
all.
highlighted.
You have
Yeah, it
all?
is.
Okay.
And it's only showing me round 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least it was very easy to categorize on UDisc on how to find stuff.
But yeah, I still would say yes that the putter is a problem for the Goose Man.
There's the pie,
There's
everybody.
the pie in question.
There's the pot pie.
Still looks pretty good.
Yep.
Saved. Pie saved.
Hey, how about Connor Rock beating all those pros at Vegas and then missing the cut by 1 stroke? Rip.
Tough one.
Even Paul Ulibarri, he came back over to the States and missed the cut by 1.
I was kind of surprised. Is anybody else surprised to see him just back already? Like fly over, play Copenhagen Open, fly back.
Yeah.
Seems kind of
He's the
not
captain.
super efficient. I don't know.
Definitely is.
He's the captain. He
Um,
can do whatever he wants.
Our hero.
They just gave him another stamp randomly today. That's
Wait, what did I
probably
miss?
paying for his flight.
Who? Yuli?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that on a bunch of mantises.
Yeah.
I'm yapping about PDJ Live again. I got to stop somebody.
Oh,
I-
oh,
I-
oh.
Just have him.
Did anyone look at FPO heavily at all?
Okay, here's what I got to say about FPO. Here's
Here we go.
my litmus test for how soft the field was. Paige Pierce got a top 5.
You know what? I think it's more like she knew Kristen was there and she was like, okay, let me cook.
Let me put something in her way so she falls.
Wow.
But
yeah, that too. But like the biggest thing on my takeaway is that Holland Hanley was shredding and then absolutely just fell apart around 3.
I
Like
feel
that's
like
just
this is
bad.
the Holland Hanley thing now, and I don't understand why, but like
I don't know.
just cannot finish a tournament.
Yeah, that is
Well,
definitely
me-
true.
let me go see what happened last round. I didn't really take a good look.
Oh, you-
1 for 6 on scrambling, and she was in circle 1 only 6 times.
I mean, round 3 was just a rough go at it.
7 obese. There it is. Obese.
Hey, relatable.
Ella Hansen
Same
only had
issue.
Ella Hansen only had 1 OB. So I mean, there's 6 strokes right there. So
Uh,
six strokes, she's losing by 2 if she does the exact same amount of OBs.
But yeah, I mean, to me, this is a fraudulent tournament.
Yeah.
Nobody's there, bro. Paige Pierce is in the top 5. What is this, 2015?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy to pop a -4, and then a -6, and that puts you in a top 5 of a tournament. Like I think anywhere other than what, like Northwoods.
Have you done it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done it.
I was gonna
Oh.
say I think this is the like
thank
kind
you.
of by far lowest rating. It's still over 1,000 though, 1,005 event rating to win. But I think
Are you looking
that
at
is-
Statmando?
I'm gonna still on PDGA Live.
I'm just on
Oh,
PDGA
okay.
Live too.
I just hate
Um,
it while I'm here. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, it's still over 1,000. It's pretty solid.
Dude, it's still insane. Holland Hanley goes 9 down round 1, 11 down round 2, +3 round 3.
She was in the fields.
She
could
was
have
in the out of bounds.
I was gonna say the
She could have
OBs.
stopped playing and binked
She
up.
almost had a
top three.
40% OB rate.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that is-
wild.
That is pretty wild.
10% of her strokes were OB strokes.
Yeah, it's tough.
Dang.
That's the OB Open.
That
OB
was me.
open.
That was me at
Listen.
tags. You might as well just watch my round, bro.
Watch this round. You'll get the exact same feeling. Here's what I'll say. When Holland Hanley was making videos in the off season, she was like, "Hey, here's this course I'm making by myself, like or not by myself, but on this property," and showed it's like hole 3 or 4 or something like that. She's like, "It's a flex forehand, and I'm really bad at flex forehands." And then she hit me, and then she went with 2 shots, and both of them came out flat to Hazard, flex forehand shots, and the second one she said, "Yeah, that was pretty good." I got a weird tingling feeling, as in like
Barsby tingle.
The
I was
Barsby
like-
tingles back.
I was like, "That's
It
not a flex
happens.
forehand. That is a Hazard captain's raptor." Unrelated, but it was just like she was like, I mean, related, but not really related. Yeah, that's unfortunate to see. Because
What are you getting at, Matthew?
Here's what I'm getting
what,
at.
what are we yapping about?
Why
here?
is this lady losing? Why is this lady losing? It's OB strokes here. It's something else there.
Because you go OB.
yeah,
You go into a penalty. People who don't know golf are gonna struggle, and she doesn't know golf. No offense,
She has no
and
ball.
she's gonna struggle. I want to go really quick back to MPO because we didn't hit on this. How about this dude, Randon Latta?
Cooked.
What about him?
Dude shot 13 under the last round, and he comes out of nowhere, rated 10-11 from Florida, finishes in the top 3.
He's from Venice.
I've
dude,
heard
Have
of
you
him.
never heard of him?
I've heard of him.
I've
before.
never heard of
Played a
him.
few
No,
times.
Never
Oh.
heard him before.
He's popped off before.
I'm sure he has. But 1052 for the tournament. I mean, dude cooked, man. Congratulations to you. I know he's like an avid listener, so I want to hit him up.
He's usually in the car with Calvin when they're listening.
Yeah.
Only 2 OBs the whole event. I feel like that's
But
good.
Florida boys.
That's really good.
That's dude, bro.
Oh, hold on a sec. One thing I want to say as well.
Hold
Ezra, I know that was a lot of
You're good.
animosity right there. Ezra Aderhold, forehand bombs.
Yeah.
Dude,
Lucy King, bro.
bombs. Like
I
he
know
was-
Taylor's not a scraff guy, but I thought you'd be paying attention at least.
He was
Well,
throwing
I pay attention for the
450.
tight pants.
He was throwing like 450.
I don't care what
foot
he's throwing. I'm just
bombs.
watching him throw. Dude.
Imagine if he had pants he could actually move in, bro. 550 forehand.
I mean, if he played decently the first round, he probably I don't want to say wins, but he's up there.
His
Also-
pants are so tight I could see the entire forehand.
Anyways,
But no, listen, Randon Lotta, once again though, -8 round 1, Binks a -3 round 2, comes back with a -13 to pop all the way up there. It's a
Yeah.
GOAT performance right there.
So I know the people listening to the podcast haven't heard it that much yet, but today's special word is bink.
Bang.
Matt has been saying it nonstop
have
for
I
the
said
past
that?
like
I've-
half
I've-
hour.
I've said
when
that, like,
Matt gets a new
years.
word, it's
I've
just
said that. I said that word for literally years. You guys-
Bink ain't that new.
yeah, Bink ain't that new.
No, I'm saying today's episode is sponsored
Yeah,
by
it's sponsored by Bink.
Maybe sponsored by Bink, but
Hey, are we
Uh,
happy about Eagle McMahon?
I would say yes.
Me too.
I actually I'm totally tripping. Where'd this guy place?
He got
13th.
13th.
Oh yeah, I'm actually really happy about that.
You know, he did okay if you look at his stats. I mean, he putted extremely well, except from circle 2, struggled, but from circle 1 was phenomenal. And yeah, I mean, it's exciting to have a little bit of Eagle back.
Yeah, that is actually sick. Hey, even Isaac was up there, bro. Isaac did something. T13.
A lot of big names were like in the mix, but not in the mix.
Yeah, exactly.
By
So
the
I
way,
know-
is OTB the most unwatched tournament on tour?
It's the most OB.
Is it?
It has that in the name. You just take the T out.
Winthrop doesn't
Out
have
the
more OB than
bounds.
this.
What'd you say?
Winthrop doesn't have more than this.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean,
Probably.
there is a lot of OB at
There's
this
a lot of
course,
OB.
but I'm just saying, like, I don't ever watch OTB Open almost ever. In the last 4 years, I've been watching disc golf, and I feel like I didn't hear anyone else watching it either, or at least being like I can't think of the holes there at all.
Yeah. Hey, this is a great little segue here because PDGA just made another dumb decision, and just heavily regarded as dumb by the course that no one watches, and Tyler can't think of a single hole for. Is
See what
now
I did there?
Set him up. You can see who usually
Champions
hosts the
Cup.
show.
That's right.
Major. It's now the Champions Cup Major. And Trevor, actually, I was just on debate night. Trevor had a great
Shout
question
out.
that I want to actually pose to you guys because I thought it was a decent question. You are in charge of this major next year. You cannot change the venue. What do you do to make
Moguls.
this major exciting? Moguls from Corey.
Moguls. Honestly, could you imagine seeing a roller just launch off of a
Big
mogul?
roller.
That would be so sick, actually. Bro, just put them around the basket every time. You just have a chance to throw that thing in. But if you don't, who knows where it's going?
Yeah, no clue. But what would you do? Seriously, you have to make a major at a course that no one thinks of, really. It's
I like
often
the OTB
forgotten.
Open course. I want to just throw that out there for the record.
He likes
The
the
o-
OTB Open course.
So the
I
only
wa-
hole that I remember, like off the top of my head, is hole 1 because it has that like awkwardly small OTB sign that's in front of the tee pad.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I remember it.
I like hole 17. I think it's a very well designed hole. I mean, listen, I'm not saying I hate the course. I actually like some of the hole designs, but
You just can't
I'm just
remember.
saying it's like an event that I don't ever remember watching and I don't care to watch. There's
I
nothing
feel
like
the West
there's nothing
Coast in
memorable
general
about
is
them.
just
No.
kind of like it happens.
No, Portland is amazing. I love, and we're going to talk about that later. I love Portland Open. So it's the most aesthetic. It's the most aesthetically pleasing course on tour.
Okay, he's passionate. He is
Again, I
passionate.
can't.
What are you gonna do
We
about it,
can't
man?
deny that. You can't deny it.
We can't wait to hear more in a couple
All right,
minutes. here.
I'll say what
Currently, I can't
what
bring
would
up
you do?
any. I can't bring up any holes from Portland either.
I mean, they change Portland every time
This is a
too.
little Joe
but-
enjoyer over here.
Well, Joe,
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I
We're
enjoy
talking
like
about Milo. Milo's sick.
that's true. I think what I would change is the one thing I talk about in rule changes that are not rule changes, but what they should do to make courses tougher is Matt. What do you think?
Hazard.
Not hazard, but stroke and distance.
Yeah.
I thought he said lizard.
know.
Lizards everywhere.
Lizard. So many.
They're all
touring
over the
pros-
course.
So many touring pros are afraid
Uh,
of lizards. If you put them on, they play worse.
facts. Or they get so distracted with picking them up because a lot of these people love playing with animals in the public. So
Yeah, a lot of these people-
yeah, I
Could
think
you
stroke and-
not watch
stroke
the
and
OTB
distance.
Open regularly because you think it's in Stockholm, Sweden, and not Stockton,
Oh
California?
man, here we go. I put an announcement in our Discord about like, hey guys, they're taking Champions Cup to Stockholm, and I was typing quickly, and I totally forgot it was
Okay.
not. It was Stockton.
Okay, buddy.
So
Listen, here's what
I
I
knew
said.
they weren't going
Would
to
you rather
Sweden.
watch it if it was in Stockholm, Sweden? Because I
Absolutely,
think it's yes
I'd
for
watch
me.
it. Yes.
Yeah, maybe so. Here's what I said on debate night, and I think I agree with it. The only hope you have of making this
Oh,
a
did he say
more-
what?
Huh?
You said
Everybody stop.
I said this on debate night, and I think I agree with that. Well, I hope so. You said it, Matthew.
I meant to say I think I still agree with it even after other people's takes.
This
but
guy
I'm
is
not-
lying out of his shoes
I
every
think I
debate
still
night.
agree with what I said half an hour ago.
Brody likes to just break down people's takes on the most basic level. There's things you won't agree with after the fact of every show. But I think the only thing it has going for it is unique winners. Currently. Right? Because we had Simon Lizotte, Calvin Heimberg, Emerson Keith. I'm trying to remember who else. The only thing you have is like, this is a crazy event. Who knows?
Eagle
what's gonna
McMahon.
win.
All right,
Eagle
now
McMahon.
everyone try and do your best imitation of Brody trying to break down that point.
Statement.
I mean, if you're gonna say
No, he
unique
didn't really agree.
winners, I'd be saying Idlewild all day, bro. Nobody knows who wins Idlewild.
Yeah, that's also true. But like,
But that's
That's
different
my-
comparison. That's a
yeah,
different
that's
point.
my only thing that I could think
Unique
of.
winners, they all look the same. What are you talking about?
Why is it so delayed in my headphones?
They all look identical.
They're all
not unique.
males. It's always a guy.
Yeah, that's a problem with diversity in the sport, Brody. We'll get there later.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Mm.
Philo was our goat for a long time, but unfortunately,
Here's what I would do. I would
Tell me what you do.
make general admission free, and I'd put it on YouTube free for the whole broadcast. I would do nothing with the course. I don't think the course is that bad. I think it's got a good spectator experience, so sell VIP tickets, but general admin's free. You can watch it for free, show up for free.
yeah.
I'm open,
would you
bro.
do
It's
that?
all free.
Why would you do that?
Free moguls.
I just think it's something our sport needs in general, and then if it's at a major that's already got like, you know, if your core fans are kind of mad about it, hey, you might as well like try to get some new ones and
I'm
you know,
about it.
make it free.
Yep.
So
I
is
thought-
OTB open on an abandoned golf course?
It's a park, I think.
Is it just a park? I
think
thought it was
it's
a
a-
golf course.
I don't think it's a golf
It used to
course.
be on a golf course.
Oh, it
in
was?
San
Okay.
Francisco. But this is a different course.
Oh. Okay, so this is
This
just
is
that's what I
this is
thought.
like the past 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
so there is a possibility of putting moguls.
Sure.
I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility.
I mean, anything
I'm
is
gonna-
possible.
I'm going to say the
You just
word
gotta
moguls
believe.
until they do it.
Hey man, everyone's okay with that. man.
Moguls.
Yeah. So I don't know. Is this? There's a lot of dumb decisions the PDGA's made in the last year
Okay, hold on. Let's just say
One of the-
this. Why is it
Moguls.
dumb? Why is it dumb to go there?
because the only thing you have going for this major Champions Cup is it will be at a wooded, tough course. That is the thing that is being pushed with it. Yes, Taylor.
Do I have permission to rant for a while?
Yeah, bro,
Moguls.
squeak to
And then
that.
I'm next.
Tweet that.
The thing is, like, I'm mad and I don't even know who I'm mad at. I'm mad at everything, bro.
You can be mad
Um,
at me.
I'm mad at Corey. So I don't hate that it's at this course,
I don't like
Because
it
I
when
think it has to be.
changes.
but the fundamental issue is I don't know if I'm mad at the PDGA. I don't know if I'm mad at disc golfers. Why are we still in this situation where the PDGA needs to be bailed out of running a major? And there's 5 people in the country that are able to run a major. There's Nate Heinold, Jeff Spring, there's the Sean's at OTB, and that's your list of tournament directors that have the ability to do this and it not go terribly. And I don't understand why that's the case, because if you actually think about why it's at this course, it's not because of the course at all. It's because of who can run it. Nate Heinold and the crew that works OTB raise the most money by far, have the least issues, can actually run a tournament smoothly. And that's the only reason. If you listen to an interview with them, they were going to do it at this course this year until Nate Heinold said they were going to do it at Northwood Black. I just don't understand how we're in this situation constantly of there's like 4 people in the world that we can get to run a disc golf tournament. I guess outside of UC in Europe, who's taking Worlds next year. But like, we've been in this situation forever where we get like 3 Worlds bids a year, and I don't know what needs to change, but like something has to change where we have more talent across the country to host a disc golf tournament. I'd rather have it in California too, where it's not like raining and it'll actually be nice weather. Well,
That's
Yeah,
true.
moguls.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, I'm with you on there. All right, my turn.
Go ahead, Tyler.
I'm with that 100%. I was got on Twitter when Brody was talking about it, and I said, I think the biggest problem in disc golf is that people are trying to put in bids for these events, and nobody wants to bid because they don't want to run these tournaments, right? The reason why the Pro Tour doesn't come to Iron Hill anymore is because the local guy, Jimmy, that runs it, doesn't want to have to do all the work to set up the tournament every single time. So what I think they should be doing is collectively all
Firing
those.
Jimmy.
What'd you say?
Firing Jimmy.
Jimmy's a legend here. We can't
Darn
do
it,
that.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to run it.
well, someone else needs to step up. But I'm
Well, it's like they were talking about the
beside the
guy that
point.
has the course in Jonesboro, and they were going to have 2 courses. And the first question was like, "Oh, you guys want to put in a Worlds bid?" And he was like, "No, I don't want to
Exactly.
do that." Like,
Exactly. Nobody wants to do it. So this is what I'm thinking what they need to do to make sure we don't have the same issue if we're going out to the same 4 and 5 courses every single time. All those people need to come together and say, okay, can we contact somebody locally there, help them as much as we possibly can to courses that we would like to go to, contact the town if we need to get a permit to have tournaments there. I think that's the way it's supposed to be done, not places putting in bids, because we are not the PGA Tour and we're not golf. We're disc golf, where it's a lot harder to put these events on. Now, with saying that, I know you need local help, but I think if the presence of all those individuals said to a person like Jimmy, we're going to give you all the resources and time and everything that you need. We just want you to be the head of it. We're going to give you all the help you need, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I think that can help the issue. I don't know if that's actually feasible or not, but what I really want is that we also need to establish what each major's purpose is. It sounds like it was the unwritten rule or the unofficial Champions Cup should be a hard wooded course. Well, obviously that's not the case anymore. So I think we need to establish we want this major to be like this major to be like this major to be like this. And in golf, it's the Masters is at one course every single year. You know that the US Open are going to be the hardest conditions you've ever played on possible. PGA Championship, very similar, except you're now allowing PGA professionals at club golf courses playing these tournaments. US Open is also like anyone's open to get into the tournament. You have to qualify. And then the British Open, or the Open, is known for being very link style, open style, crazy wind conditions, rain conditions, all that kind of stuff. So there's an established difference of what all those majors mean and do. They need to start establishing that in disc golf if they want to have something like that, essentially. So
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm curious.
you're back.
I'm curious what's currently done for like support on the PDJ side, because I think it's very interesting. Like Sean Mercy and Sean Jack, the guys that run OTB Open, are like super transparent financially with just like running the event. And I think it's like no other event or sport of this scale has like essentially volunteers. Like, you know, you're not a full-time tournament director, right? Like you're just doing this because you love the game. When the 2 years they were in San Francisco, both years they lost over $20,000 running the tournament. Which, like, that is just insane to me. Like, you can't put the burden so much on either, you know, the local city, the tournament directors. Like, there has to be some sort of monetary support there. Like, I know obviously we have the tiering, like, requirement to pay out, you know, majors is, I think, 125% of your entry fee goes to the prize pool, which in almost every tier of PDJ sanctioned event, that number is over 100% of the entry fee has to be paid back out in either, you know, product to AMs or just the prize pool. So I feel like that just has to be subsidized somewhere. Like it's insane to like have to just not take in essentially anything tournament wise, like monetary compensation for the huge task that is running an event like this.
Yeah, and I wonder if like you said, if there was a team that says like, "Hey, we'll do these things for you," how many more bids are you getting? Right. If the guy at Iron Hill knows that he will have a squad of 10 DGPT members who are going to come, and one guy's specialty is setting this part up, one guy's specialty is greens, or like 2 or 3 guys are green stuff. Like, how many people are welcome to opening their arms to a big tournament there?
Right.
I feel like drastically more of them, but just like you said, a lot of them, it's like that this isn't their full-time job, so they're gonna have to take time off and they're gonna have to do all this stuff to, at the end of the day, have a trashed course and have lost a lot of money, and so it does seem weird that doesn't exist in some capacity overall. But
How long in advance do you guys think that they actually prepare for the tournament?
I know Nate Heinold is mentioned for like Ledgestone. He starts basically the day after Ledgestone ends for the next year.
You think it's like that for majors?
I would think so. I mean, at least on like
Yeah.
the fundraising side, like trying to bring in money side. I mean, obviously I don't think it takes, you know, more than say a month for like coursework, like actually prepping the course, getting the course ready, unless you're like changing the design. But logistics, I mean, you have to do so much, like as far as just running a large scale event, you know, like you got to rent porta potties, crowd control, parking. Like there's a lot of logistical stuff that goes into running an event that takes a long
But
time.
I wonder if we need to be like 2 years out.
Yeah, I definitely think that would help, but again, it's like who are you getting to? I don't know. I feel like my ideal solution is like just this is somebody at the PDJ's job. Like you are tasked with
That's what I'm saying.
a major. Like this is your
Yeah.
thing. Go figure it out.
I'll do it.
Corey's your
Corey will
guy.
do it.
Which one?
Corey
you
will
want?
Hire me. Hire
Tyler
me.
Tyler says that as far as Iron Hill goes, they started work on the course like 3 weeks beforehand.
Yeah.
And I think that makes sense, right? If you're not changing layout stuff, then it's just cleanup. If you're changing holes, like Maple Hill is changing holes literally like every year they got 3 or 4 new holes that they're trying out. So, but it really does feel like if someone was giving support, a lot more courses would be open to helping out or being involved, I should say, which you'd love to see because there's some sick courses that never get played on.
When was the last time Worlds in Charlotte? Or ever?
A long time ago. Yeah, there was one
Long time ago.
like
Yeah,
13, 14-ish, 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Well, let's fix that.
might be
I feel like then
2011.
you have Pro Tour Championship, USDGC, and Worlds all in Charlotte.
Whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Courses are good.
course they're good.
Yeah, but
Does
they could
anybody-
advertise it as like the year of the Charlotte,
Yeah, that's facts.
and it's just you're going back there every couple of months. You're going back there.
Does anybody have any other Champions Cup specific stuff?
No, we yapped our little butts off.
Moguls.
I think this is hilarious. I ripped this straight from the upshot, but this is really funny to me. Just recapping, as Tyler said, that majors need to have an identity. I think we've solidified Champions Cup's identity as just absolute chaos. So I wanted to go back. I forgot about a couple of these points. This is the full history of Champions Cup, right?
Okay.
So in 2021, Champions Cup is announced, confirmed. We have a fourth major. It's announced that it's going to be a mix of stroke and match play, that there was going to be match play to end the event, which that came to an end when Paul McBeth did not list Champions Cup in his tour schedule. I completely forgot this, but Paul put out his tour schedule on Instagram and Champions Cup was not on it, and everyone freaked out. Sponsors were freaking out, sponsored the event, so they just said, JK, never mind, it's going to be a normal event, and we have Champions Cup in 22. We go look forward to 2023 Champions Cup, and they say we're going to have it at D-Glow. It's going to be at Toboggan. And everybody has the current reaction of, no, we like it in the woods. And they say, never mind. We're going to have it at WR Jackson until the end of time. And now you can't blame the PGA as much for an infestation of pine beetles, which has rolled the course. But obviously the full drama of this year's rescheduled it to Northwood on top of a European DGPT event. Once again, Paul McBeth's got to be the guy that swoops in and fixes this event, says, hey, Chief, I ain't going. So they reschedule it again. And now we have our current drama of where the...
Have you guys
course
heard
is.
anything about WR Jackson? Because I can't remember where I read it, but someone said that the trees that they had to take down weren't actually part of like the main course.
I have
Like
no
it didn't
idea.
I have
like
no
it didn't
idea.
affect the actual course as much as they thought it would. It was actually just like almost like more rough than the lines.
The way they do that, they should technically tag the trees beforehand. So they should have had an idea far before they actually cut stuff down.
Yeah,
but
I thought the initial announcement was like, we're basically going to lose most of the... I know they had other courses that were unaffected, but actual WR Jackson, or the course that is used for Champions Cup, was going to be like basically gone.
Yeah. Oh, and you can blame the PDGA for believing that they were going to cut down all those trees and then build another major level course in under a year. You
Yeah,
can
that's
say
kind of
that,
facts. That's kind of facts.
if you'd like to, but no, I don't know. That's who knows. So what are they going to do? We'll see them bounce around.
I gotta be honest, I'm just numb about it at this point. Like it's like whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
that's probably reasonable.
If we have a major that is well run and has no drama associated with the scheduling and the weather's good, like I'll be fine. I'll watch it. And I think like 10 years from now, if we get a suitable WR Jackson replacement back, we'll all look back and say like, yeah, remember when this was in California at the golf course? That's wild.
I like the idea that we had one major that was like in the woods, heavily wooded, even though WR Jackson is in the woods. It's not like the most tight wooded course ever. But I like the idea of that tournament being in the woods. But
definitely.
Okay, that's it as far as I have anything else for Champions Cup. Anyone else want to hate on the PDGA for a couple more minutes?
Moguls.
Moguls, add moguls in there. Taylor,
Moguls.
do you have something to just bring up the vibes now that we've hated?
Yeah,
for
bro, we're
50
gonna
minutes
cook
haters?
up something, man. I cooked up this game for all of half an hour today. This is kind of in line with what I suggested after our last game, and I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna give you guys an overview of what we're gonna do, and then we're just gonna do it. So I have an in the bag, full straight rip of an in the bag video. This is a team activity. So this is going to be a 3-person team activity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each slot in the bag.
Can I pick my team?
Yes. I'm going to give you the flight numbers
Can I be
of
on
the
that team?
disc. Yeah, you can. I'm going to give
Okay.
you the flight numbers of the disc. I'm going to give you the amount of that mold in
83.
the bag.
Orange.
And then we are going to, you get 3 tries. We're going to rip through them once. Each one that you get on the first try is 3 points. We're going to rip through the ones you didn't get again. Think about it. 2 points for that one. Third try, final try for 1 point. And then you miss out on that mold. I think we'll end up with 3 tries getting all of these. But you do have to come to a consensus before we guess the first one. This is just for fun. The first guess, obviously I'm going to tell you the pro. but I thought it'd be fun to tell you that this was the most viewed fall in the bag. There were some clips that had more views than this, but as far as a fall in the bag, this was the most viewed in the bag of 2020, and that is the pro we're doing today, the bag. So who's your guess? Who had the most viewed in the bag of 2020?
I has to be Paul Macbeth.
Or Simon.
Corey,
You can always bank a Simon.
make it.
Yeah.
Who switched over in 2020?
I don't know, man.
'Cause
I
it's
can't-
either like a Paul Macbeth.
When did Ricky go to Innova?
That's what I'm.
you mean
Innova?
to DD?
No, he went to Innova
Yeah.
like in 20, like after Paul. When Paul left Innova,
It was the same
Ricky-
year. It was the same year, I think.
yeah. Okay, so then it
Okay.
was 2018 there, 2017.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
so
gonna
never
be
mind.
it's 6 years from now, or 6 years ago.
It is. I was very surprised by this. It is the Heimbergler. Very topical. It's Mr. Calvin Heimberg.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it was after his first year on tour, so maybe people are excited to see his bag. I don't know. He won
Okay, well then my
RBC,
guess is
but
Calvin Heimberg.
great guess. Nailed it.
Thank you.
So again, we're gonna go in order of the in the bag. I'm gonna give you the flight numbers, the amount of the mold, and then we're just gonna see what you guys can come up with. So the first mold in the bag, you typically start your in the bags from somewhere, and the first mold is 2301, and he has 4 of them. Now keep in mind this is Calvin Heimberg's bag in 2020, so let that kind of shape your minds of where we are in the world. But 2301, he has 4 of them in the bag. The floor is yours.
It's an AVR.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an AVR 2301.
Corey.
Yeah.
Agree.
It is an
Okay.
AVR. We got
Yep.
solid
Was
first
he
try here.
throwing and putting them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
All right. Disc number 2 is a 3203, and he has 1 of them in the bag.
It's a pig.
AVR X3. No, AVR
Oh,
X3.
it's AVR X3 because pig's 4.
3203, correct?
Correct, Amundo.
That's an AVR
Yeah.
X3.
All right. AVR X3 it up.
Tyler is the GOAT. It is an AVR X3. It is a DX AVR X3, which I thought was
Yeah.
hilarious. But
Interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that. He threw it at Vegas, I think, one time this past or 2 weeks ago.
right, onward and upward. We have a 2103. He has 1
Rhino.
of these in the bag.
He's got a
He
Rhino.
already knows. He's locked in.
He's
Rhino.
locked in,
Yeah.
bro. Lock in the
He's-
Rhino.
Rhino.
He's built
Rhino.
different.
Light work.
All right, 2 of these in the bag. 4403.
Rock.
This is a rock. 3.
No, just a rock.
4402. I thought is a rock.
No, that's a shark. A
4403
4403 is a rock.
Okay, it's a rock. Maybe it was
I'm
wrong.
gonna guess that Tyler has the Innova poster,
It's
I-
right behind
like-
his
Yeah.
monitor.
and he's trying
I'll
to make
actually
it look
show
like
you.
He's thinking. He's like, that's.
I literally have an old calendar.
How
Okay.
sick would it have been if it was the Innova
Dude,
flame
if it was an
shark?
Innova, holy crap.
No, I just have this old poster, and it's the Innova one.
I always forget
is-
rocks
it
are
is the rock.
4 speeds, but
Yeah. Tyler's
keep
locked in.
going
If
here.
this was not a team event, Tyler would be
Tyler
just
would be
destroying you
dicing.
guys right now.
Unfortunately for Taylor, the one company I studied all the flight numbers for because I didn't know anything about disc golf was Innova. So
That's fair. I think there's a couple in here that still might trip you guys up, but
I
you know,
think so,
smooth sailing right now. All right, 1 of these in the bag
Avant.
is a 5403.
that is
that's
a
a rock 3.
3. That's a rock 3.
Rock
That
3
is
it up.
indeed a rock 3. All right, here we've got a juicy
He's
one
never even
coming up.
heard of this company Innova, dude. He doesn't even know what it is.
What are
Corey's
these
having a
discs?
blast.
This one is a 5.5204.
5.5.
Yes,
Two,
I've
zero,
never
4.
seen an Innova 0.5, but that is facts. straight
Two-
from the
Is
website.
this a
204.
yeah? Is this a Rock X3 or something, Tyler?
No, Rox X3 is is 5403.5. That's actually a 3.5.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen their 0.5s in fade, but
Yeah.
and turn, but I thought that was very strange to have a 5.5 speed from Innova.
So say this again. 5.5 204.
Correct.
Oh man.
Lion.
No.
The Lions.
I like the lion, low key. I
Lion's
bought a
nice.
lion from the Innova store in person.
I think it's like
Oh.
the gate. It's not the gator. It's obviously more stable than the gator, but it's along the line of that animal. I'm gonna go the Canaan.
Oh,
The
the
Cayman.
Cayman? The
Cayman.
Cayman?
Cayman.
Is that-
That would be my guess.
We locked in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the gate. Like all I know is Gator, Rock 3, and Rock X3.
Sick poll. It is the Cayman.
Yes. Let's go.
All right, we're moving onwards and upwards. We're in the fairways now. I think it might be smooth sailing now. I thought that one might be the trip up. We've got one of them in the bag, still only one. 7502.
Come on now. Do we even need it? T-Bird?
Lion.
T-Bird.
Lion. It is the T-Bird. I also thought that would trip you guys up for another mold Calvin's famous for throwing, but 3 of these in the
The
bag.
Athena.
7-4 -1-3. The Athena.
Eagle. We in agreement here? 7-4
Yes.
-1-3?
Yes, Eagle.
7-4 -1-3?
All right, we do have the Eagle. We got 3 slots left. Guys are killing it. This is a 9304. Got one of them in the bag.
Hold on. 'Cause
Could it be-
Could be a
could be-
Draco.
He had a
No,
Draco
this
in
was
2020? He had a Draco in 2020?
He could have.
No.
He also could have had an FD3, could he not?
No, FD3 is 9403. All right, so let's just play it safe and say Firebird then, right?
I think a Firebird's a 9404.
No, a Firebird is 9304. I
It's
guarantee.
a Raptor.
Okay, Firebird it up.
I'm saying we should say Firebird, but it could be a Draco as well. But the safe play is to say Firebird.
Okay, Firebird it up, brother.
It is the Firebird.
Okay.
Next mold. Got one of these in the bag. It is a 9304.
Draco. Right?
It is the Draco.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right.
All right, last mold. This one will really trip you guys up, I think. Got 7 of them in the bag. And it is
Hold on. Let Corey get in that. Let Corey get
Corey.
in that.
Destroyer.
it is the Destroyer.
Yeah.
All right,
We
I gotta
killed
pick
it.
I gotta pick a harder pro next time. Yeah,
That
sick.
is
Killed
that's,
it.
that's
100%
fun.
on the first try. That was sick.
Hey, since we're talking about bags, Silas Schultz just put his bag out. Anyone want to guess how many distance drivers Silas Schultz has in his bag?
Doesn't matter. That transition wipe of that graphic on his car door.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
So was
So
it
good.
only like
So
3?
He
Like
only
3 or
has
4.
He has four,
Four. Yeah, that was
2
my guess.
DD3s and
One
2
of them will win.
DD2s,
Yeah.
and that's
He,
it.
he loves a ton
all of them from
fairway.
Gannonburg.
Yeah, all of them from Gambert, but he does love a ton of fairways. I kind of respect.
I
that.
heard he found one of those DD3s the other day in
He
the
went-
water.
dude. He was in He was
Really?
at Winthrop for some reason,
Yeah.
He was at Winthrop?
and he just found a DD3. So
Wow.
it's kind of
Was it orange and white?
one?
A nice orange one?
Yeah, but it's a big staple in the bag now.
You almost had me. You almost had me.
I
I
couldn't
can't
tell
do
if you
that.
were being like sarcastic or not at first. You were like, "Really? Wait, what?"
At first, you had me when I said, really, at Winthrop? And then I figured it out. Oh. there's
Yeah, I was
no
like, I
way.
can't be that guy. I can't fully commit to that.
That would be hilarious if I just saw it on coverage and I go, hey! Oh, it's like
That's
the one
fun.
meme, right? That's the
Oh, Leonardo. Or,
Leonardo.
yeah.
Here I come.
They're just
Yeah. Great game, Taylor. I like that, man.
Appreciate it,
Corey has
appreciate it.
another variation of this game that we'll probably play next week that I'll cook up. That is
Yeah.
another slight variation, but a
or do you
different
want me to
outcome.
do it?
You said
Ooh.
you said you
Oh,
wanted to
giving
guess.
Corey
No,
responsibility
I want
in
to
the
guess.
podcast.
Corey wants to guess. Corey wants to guess.
wanna
I'll do it
guess.
for him. So last week, obviously, we had some picks. How did they go? Tyler, do you want to give us the breakdown here? I can't stand.
Yes,
doing this.
sir.
Six
I got
master.
you right here. So coming in last place is Matt right now. Did not pick up any points. He has got 8 points right now. Matt, you have a 4-point weekend too, right?
Huh?
In the past, you had a 4-point weekend.
I
Yeah,
believe that is
I-
correct. Yeah.
That is correct.
So he picked up half the points on one weekend. So Matt's hurting right now.
I've been hurting, dude.
And when we do picks this week, I'm gonna give you an option on something.
Uh-oh. Let's
that I'm
make a
not even
deal.
gonna. I'm making
Wayne
an
Brady.
executive decision on this.
A
and
knuckle
so
sandwich.
when it comes, are we doing picks right now or not yet?
No, we're just talking about
Okay,
picks for last week.
okay,
We'll do picks
okay.
for this coming week in a second, but
Okay.
figured it makes sense to talk about them in that order.
I picked up 1 point for Gavin Rathbun getting a podium, so now I'm up to 12. Corey has got 14 points, laid a goose egg this week, but Taylor picked up 4 points this week,
Let's
getting
go.
Calvin as the winner and getting the Garrett Gurthie, starting a new dark horse streak, getting the dark horse point.
Dude, after
Get
round
it.
one, every one of my picks was looking bussin', and I was like, "Let's go, dude!" And then
I mean,
later, my dark horse pick, I was still like, "There's something there." And then Garrett Gurthie,
You really turned up for me at the end, bro.
bro, and I'm like,
I mean,
come
Casey
on.
White was up there too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Casey White,
Yeah.
I was like, "Let's go." This guy's been playing hot. He's gonna do me a W here, and then double G, brother. He's there.
Yeah, he was
So-
going to be my pick, and then Taylor swooped in. So Taylor is always right in front of me and always gets that dark horse.
He
So
does. He loves to get that dark horse
So,
there.
Love him.
yeah.
Yeah, so that tells us how in shambles I am currently. I need to make some motion happen here, like nobody's ever made motion happen. We're headed to Portland. How do we feel going into this tournament? Who are
Eagles
we
go-
afraid of?
Eagle is going to pop off.
He's
I'm feeling
confident.
I'm feeling it. It's just the putter.
Yeah.
If he keeps the putter going, he's always going to be there. I think that's like his biggest thing that people don't realize is that the reason why Eagle is always right there is because he makes putts. And
Yeah.
if you can do that, you're going to score. You're always going to be right there. I think if Eagle can keep it in bounds, I think he'll win. That's going to be the big deal for him. I don't know how much OB is around this course, but I'm assuming he's going to give himself a chance if he doesn't shoot himself in the foot. So hopefully we get to see him on coverage this weekend. That's the thing I'm really hoping for.
Yeah,
And like I said earlier, I just want to hit on it again. I think Portland is the most aesthetically pleasing course to watch. I think it's a ton of fun to watch because it's a different golf courses with giant trees. It's super green. And yeah, it's just beautiful to watch on coverage. So I really enjoy watching this tournament. So
cool. Taylor, do you think you have in your comments here, will Hamdog repeat? Do you believe that that Hamdog will in fact repeat?
was it last year? Is the one that he won?
It was 2023. It was
Wow.
the Silver Series last year, right? I don't think it was a Pro Tour event. So that's what
Portland
I'm going to say.
wasn't Pro Tour.
Probably not, because it was a Silver Series last year. I'm 80%
I think
sure.
I
should
think
probably check that.
Milo. I think Milo was the Silver Series. I think Portland was an Elite Plus series last year.
I do have the list up actually. Wait 1 second.
Can we check the math there?
Where is
Because we thought it was strange how
It was an
made-
Elite Plus. I take it all
Yeah.
back, bro. Adam Hamdog really won an Elite Plus last year. This dude's
Yeah.
cracked. Took another one from Aaron Gooseman Gossage,
it-
bro.
took it from
When-
Aaron.
When will Aaron win?
It was the hardest thing to watch because Aaron hit the cage.
Man,
Aaron will
Adam
just
Hammis,
go on
Aaron
winning
Gossage,
people's-
Corey Ellis, top 3. Discraft's eating good.
Yeah.
Dude, they
Yeah.
are. Is there anyone you guys just hate on this course? Is there any style of player you hate on this course?
It's
My
wide
question.
open. I don't know what kind of player doesn't challenge.
The one who
Like,
doesn't get
I feel like a
inbounds?
Marweed or somebody that just doesn't have distance, maybe like a distance lacking professional, but maybe like a Nicholas, somebody like that.
Like
that-
a Chandler Kramer.
yeah.
Yeah. That's reasonable. Is there anyone you guys
Forehand guys,
specifically
right?
love?
No. People who just say they're forehand guys and they don't putt forehanded. So
Gotta
because
commit.
they're not committed.
Gotta
Wow,
commit,
bro.
bro.
Get him, dude.
I think all your likely suspects are here, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Barella, Gannon Burr, Calvin Heimberg,
Simon Lasagna.
Simon Lasagna. Binked that one on debate night tonight. They did not find it
Forehand.
nearly as
Yeah,
funny.
anyone that's a forehand guy is not going to play here. What's really shocking is Nicholas Antela is way down this list from last year too.
I just don't think he throws far enough. I don't really remember a ton about this
Yeah.
course, but I don't think he throws far enough.
I just saw his name and then I don't see it. I don't know where. Oh, here it is. He's finished 78th last year.
That's tough.
Tied with Austin
uh,
Turner, though.
Yeah, Marweed's down here too.
that's
I mean,
no doubt.
Sexton's down here. There's a lot of forehand guys. Coling. So
Yeah.
no bueno.
No bueno. You got to have some mad distance and don't be a forehand thrower.
Human tripod.
That makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. As far as who should do well here and who should.
Brody got a top 15 at this tournament last year.
And he's
Go
been working his
B-Rod.
butt off. Let's see if he makes a run here for a top 25. Or what was
Is he
that tweet he
playing?
put out? I actually have no clue.
don't
I
know.
just saw the tweet he put out where he was like, couldn't throw anything inside of 300 feet today. My forehand is no longer top 25 on tour. He is not playing.
Corey's out of here.
Where's
he's
he gone?
back.
Oh, there he is back.
Brody is not playing. Do you guys think that once every event or so, if Brody is not going to play, that Broderick should be able to play in his place?
Yeah, why not? Let him
Yeah,
go.
why not? Let that boy. Let that
Open the
boy-
reins up. Let him. Yep.
Dude, bank that 10-17 round, man.
Hold on. Let's take a vote. Broderick or Bedanza? Which one?
Plays better.
No, gets the seat. Gets the open seat to play.
Hunter.
Are there hot dogs on
Hunter?
site?
Are there if there are hot dogs on site?
I
Dude,
gotta
I'll
pick
say this.
Broderick, bro.
Broad had like a decent amount of hot dogs in that video. He looked like he could have done another 18 by the end. Like he was like,
that was
dude,
impressive.
I'm kind of feeling good. And I'm like, yeah, you're a athletic big guy. You're burning calories way faster
Glizzy Gobbler King himself.
than
That was
the
wild.
other guy who looked like he was gonna die after hole 7.
He needs to get a thing that's called GGK, Glizzy Gobbler King.
That crazy bag tag, by the way.
Can you imagine how to explain this to somebody? What's GGK? Oh, Glizzy Gobbler King. Okay.
Gotta respect it. You gotta
Yeah.
respect that, man.
I don't know. I don't think I'm explaining that.
I
one.
would love to see what Broderick can do in out there. I mean, could Broderick beat Drew?
I think it would be competitive right now.
I think it would be competitive right now.
I mean,
Throw a hot dog or
Unfortunate.
two in the mix.
my
Holy-
guy has been playing Charlotte for a long time now. Like he's prime on hitting
He's
gaps.
prime for hitting gaps. That's all you're doing out
But
there.
can you step up when it's in the biggest moment? So,
He can left-handed putting apparently.
dude, I'm telling you right now, I think with Bedanza playing in these tournaments, it's proving that these guys are on a whole nother level than other pros, like local pros,
Yeah.
because these guys make their putts. Like it's just
Absolutely.
it's showing itself with Bedanza, which I think is really it's sad. I hate to say this, but I think that's what's so great about Bedanza not playing the best in these tournaments because it's showing he can throw with these guys. The stats prove it. It's just the putting, sadly.
But that's a
Right.
fixable problem, I think.
Yeah, that's a problem, Corey.
Corey,
Not
he's already
making-
using that, brother.
Not making that look good. Hopefully he does.
Yeah, hopefully so. Scott says Brody just needs to retire and stick to media coverage.
Ooh,
I
wow.
would not be surprised if Brody did not slowly transition to another role.
Opening cards on live.
Yeah,
Is
opening
it-
will
what's the-
not do
Is it
media
more
coverage.
likely that Brody stays in disc golf or Brody just does something else entirely?
No, I'm saying I think it would be more likely that he gets more involved in foundations week to week.
I think
That's
he
fair
could do. I think what you all right. You know what Brody really needs to do is being the marketing director for the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
I don't
Yeah.
hate that.
Tell me I'm wrong,
I
but
don't hate
he's
it.
so good. He's so good at like the content stuff, the YouTube stuff, and promoting. I think he can really bring in some sponsors. I think that's what he needs to be doing.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
content brained here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else have anything about to say for Portland? I don't want to make this run too long here, but anything else sticking out? You want to say heads up? This player is going to lose their mind out there. Anyone you can think of? If
I'll let my
Paige Pierce,
picks do the talking.
let me ask
Yeah.
this question: if Paige Pierce pops another top 5,
She's so
this
back.
event, dude.
She's back.
If
you guys-
if she wins, I will lose my mind.
yeah, that would be insane. Did you guys hear the FPO commentary? She's like she's 4 down through 4, and they're just like, Paige Pierce is back. She's back.
She's back.
She's back.
Sound the alarm. She's back.
And I'm like, bro, it's 4 holes, and this is the like softest field to ever exist.
That is the problem in disc golf is that we jump to conclusions so fast with the comments.
Didn't you also say that -4 is what she shot?
In one of the
Hey
rounds,
Corey,
yeah.
look. Sometimes people go -3 through 5, and then they go OB 4 times and finish it.
Yeah.
-1.
Those players are
and-
garbage.
Well, no, I
though.
just
And-
I just think it's funny that she was
It
4 down
happens,
through
man,
the
it
first
happens.
4, and they were like, she's back, and that was probably the only birdie she got the entire round.
Let me see here. FPO.
I think she shot 6
My
under
boy-
for the tournament.
So she-
Legitimately, I think.
Round 1 and round 2, she
Oh,
shot 4
16.
down, and she
16
shot
under?
She shot 14 under. So
14. Okay.
4 down, 6 down. But I think the stretch they were talking about was the last round. She shot 4 birdies, par, birdied 11 and 12, triple bogeyed, birdie.
Corey's just looking like he's going through it right now.
Corey's he's thinking about.
Yo,
some
put
things.
an F in the chat for Corey. He just
Shout out to Jesse Betts in the
Dave
chat.
and
Ty should have to wear
reading-
one of those rainbow hats with a spinner on top the entire episode for the Calvin take. I
wow.
Yeah, I'm
First
reading
off, Jesse
Jesse's-
Betts. I don't know what to say.
shout
I'm
out.
reading Jesse's.
Know
thing
your
over
skills,
here.
bro.
Know your skills.
Know your
Listen, Jesse, you weren't here in the beginning when I explained it, so too bad. But
Too
yeah,
bad, bro.
I
You felt
I feel
you
like
felt
Corey
you
could whip up a
felt-
sick like retro font like know your skills.
Know your
his
skills.
capital
Yeah, I'll do it.
game.
Let's get that ripping, dude.
I need to start writing
Foundation
down
logo
these,
right behind
shirt-
it, huge. I think they really get behind that message.
They would love that one.
Well, they wouldn't understand.
Okay.
we need to start figuring out some like betting like punishments like to do with Foundation because that'd be hilarious.
Speak to that.
I'm
Huh?
saying like next time somebody makes a wild claim, there has to be a penalty if it comes true.
Okay.
Like we got to
Respect
figure
that.
that out.
I gotta,
last-
I
I gotta
wasn't
play
sure
my
how
next.
Foundation
Gotta
worked.
play my next tags round with a Mr. Putt only.
Oh wow, dude. Well, Corey's exclusively Mr. Putt now, so whatever.
Corey, when's the completely Corey Mr. Putt coming out? By the way,
Dr. Putt.
I need to reach out to him.
Oh,
Mhm.
bro, forgot to.
I
read
still haven't.
facts. Hey man, I
All
still
right.
haven't got my hooligan disc.
All right, we'll make our picks, and then I think we should say who should we be on? Who should be on the lookout for Portland?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go over picks. I assume I start, right?
All right.
Because I'm
So
just lost.
hold
in
on.
thoughts.
I
Okay.
am
Hold on.
proposing this to Matt. Okay,
Let's
Matt.
make a deal.
Matt is struggling right now. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Okay, Matthew.
Mhm.
I'm allowing you to choose your draft order right now.
Ooh, I like this.
So you're choosing a draft order of everyone, including yourself.
So
I'll give it-
who gets first? Who gets second? Who gets
Because the problem is that you're getting the very
That's
first
what
pick.
an order is.
You're getting the very first pick, but then whoever is first in points is getting the fourth and a
The
fifth, and then
back-to-back, yeah.
you're getting an eighth choice coming back to you. So instead of you getting the first pick and then you have to wait for all the other good picks, I was wondering maybe you want to be more in the middle of the pack. So you choose the draft order, and then we'll go through it.
Okay, this is interesting. Here's my draft order. We're going Taylor, Tyler, me, completely Corey.
Okay, so Taylor's first.
Then
gotta
Tyler.
I gotta change this around. Hold on, give me a sec.
Then me,
Hey,
then
everybody, hold on.
completely-
Then Tyler.
Yep. Then me, and then completely corny.
Taylor hasn't chosen first ever, I don't think.
Watch out.
That's crazy. This is new, all new and different.
What if
I
Taylor just
don't know what to do with
absolutely
my hands.
like takes a bomb?
If I never get
All
another
right,
point,
so let me make sure I get
Sure,
this right.
fine.
Taylor, Tyler, Matt, Corey.
Yes, sir. That is the order.
So
we're
Taylor
going
gets the last pick at Dark Horse.
let's go.
All right,
Okay,
let's
that's
go.
it.
Let's let
That's
it rip.
Pressure's
Taylor,
on.
who do you got first pick?
I'm gonna take. I made a hype edit for him. I can't stray too far. I gotta take the Heimbergler.
Yep. If you weren't, I wasn't. So
You weren't?
Huh? You said if you weren't, I wasn't.
oh, I
Those are-
meant if
Speak
you
to that.
weren't,
What does
I
that mean?
was. My bad.
Okay, Tyler does next.
Man, I'm trying to think. Like who was playing well last year
Moguls.
to this point, but also who's playing well right now. I feel like I feel like I have to take a safe pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go Gannon.
Certainly a safe pick. Gosh dang it.
What's hilarious is that I'm like, I'll wait till Matt picks.
Here's the issue.
I know you're gonna take him,
Who?
and
Matthew.
you
or-
would have taken him first pick anyways. It's really about that second pick. Matt's setting himself up for the second pick.
Yep.
I
There's some
don't know who
strategy
you're
happening
saying.
here.
I don't know who you're saying. I'm assuming I know who you're saying, but he has not played that well in the last 3 weeks. If it's thinking about the same guy as me.
But you just never know. The dude
No.
bombs.
Yeah. This is. I don't know. I don't think we're talking about the same person.
Garrett.
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna take it.
He
I'm
does.
gonna take AB.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Listen, I have a conservative second pick, but gosh dang. Gosh dang, bro, just gonna bounce, gonna hit, not losing a single top 10, and then just bump. All right, Corey Kramer, you get 2 picks here, brother.
All right, I'm gonna go with lasagna,
Forgot about that guy.
and I'm gonna go with Gavin Rathbun.
Ah, dang it! I was legit thinking about it.
Huge.
Okay,
Gotta
to me.
ride the hot hand,
I'm gonna take Ezra Aderhold.
dude. Matt, you could have taken all of these guys first pick.
What you mean, bro?
Yeah, it's
But
the first
you-
pick. You could have taken all of them.
Listen, if I give you that, then it wraps back to you. One of you takes Ezra Aderhold. I always take AB first pick. I want a
Jez-
conservative second pick.
Jesse puts Ezra. Man, that's great.
Tough.
That is tough.
Okay. Back to Tyler.
I
Because the last 3 times I've tried to pick Ezra, Taylor or Tyler has picked him before it got to me. And that has ticked me off the most. Because
yeah.
he's been
Oh,
on the
I gotta
list.
go back to back for all my picks here. Okay, hold on. I gotta lock in.
Do I want to go good old Paulie?
I also thought about going good old Paulie here.
Nah, I think this guy is very due for a win. He hasn't been playing that well, but he's always in it. Gotta go Ricky.
Rick Dog.
Paulie.
I'm gonna throw away a pick here. I feel it in my bones, but it's up towards his home state. I'm gonna give some love to Mr. Cole Redlin.
I like that pick.
I'll throw that
That's-
guy in there, and
I
then I'm
never
gonna
like
do
that.
it, bro. I'm gonna say it's gonna happen. Paul Macbeth is gonna win everything.
Yeah, I respect that. I think it'd be
Big
he's
picks
trending.
right there.
He's trending. Back to Mr. Tulowitzki.
Tulowitzki. Okay, here we go. Somebody who had to have played decently. Oh man.
Who's my horse gonna be? That's the question.
Such a good Quebin.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the I will go with the Goose Man, Aaron Gossage.
Huge.
Bold pick, but
Bold pick.
You-
He played pretty decent.
I mean, yeah.
Do
he
you want me
played-
to fight you now, or
Yes,
like, after
I
this?
did it just because I knew Corey wanted it. All right, Matt.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. Sorry, I'm panicking now.
Corey
I
Ellis
believe-
is first
I believe
week
in a
back, by
pick.
the way. Just throwing that out
Ooh.
there. Top
I
3
believe
list.
in a
He
pick or not?
shreds on the guitar, by the way.
Give me
Iguodala.
Eagle McMahon.
Yep, I love that.
Shoulder surgery Eagle over last year's winner. You guys are sus, bro.
That is definitely true.
I just saw the clip of him just shanking a drive so badly. I can't opt in any of this stuff.
Mental image is too burned in.
Yeah, it's still in my head, and I love how the meme tour made his face big and then put his face on the disc. That's just. I'm gonna go watch it after this too, man. I'm gonna watch it
We're
again.
gonna
It's
watch it
funny
right
enough.
now, bro.
Yeah.
Corey, who you got?
I'm
So
gonna
chill.
go.
Sauce him up.
Sauce him up, brother.
Question is, should I go funky or not?
Supersonic.
Gotta stop Taylor from running away from this. That's the only thing now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Taylor-
you guys
Taylor
keep in
had a
mind if
monster
Luke
weekend.
Humphreys gets another top 5, it
Oh,
all goes to
man.
Matt, baby.
That's true. That is
The
true.
Luke Humphreys tracker 2024.
Let's go with.
If Lil Bro takes my pick right now, I'm gonna.
I probably won't.
Pick's your pick. It's just a regular pick right now.
Oh, I thought he was on his second pick. I thought he was on his dark horse.
I mean, you could pull the Tyler and put a dark horse in your. Oh no, Gavin was out a dark horse last week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Tough one.
That would have been big points.
Why is this so tough right now?
It is. Everyone's getting good. That's the problem.
Corey's trying so hard, he's sweating. Guys, look at how locked in
my
he is.
goodness.
Oh no. Let's go. Let's go Kyle Klein.
Oh, wow. Is he playing?
Lineberger.
Yeah.
Interesting pick, brother. All right, now it's your dark horse, Corey.
All right. My dark horse is going to be Salas Schultz. Yeah, you saw it in the bag, so you're like, I love him.
No, he can just throw. He can just throw reasonably far.
Bro, somebody yoinks my
And-
dark horse. I'm gonna be sad.
Dude, now I have to just change up my entire life, everything about my being. And...
I really should anyway.
Okay, a little mean, a little rude. I'll remember that one.
All right, who are you going to bank?
Bank him.
Bank.
Let me make sure Lil Bro's playing.
I just banked Silas from you.
Let me take Albert Tam.
Love that.
Albank Tam.
He is playing. Just checked.
Bank boy.
All right.
Whose friend is Jesse?
Me, right here.
Is he the Discraft guy?
No.
Jesse, should I throw a Hypercane or the most overstable interval ever
This one.
He may not still be in here, but
in
he
the
could
beef
be.
slot?
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Oh,
But
this isn't beefy.
Jesse is the top
Scott.
dog in our disc golf group.
Scott, which one?
Top dog.
Hold on. I'm trying to make sure this guy is in this tournament.
Is that including me or no?
Top
Are you in the
dog?
disc golf group?
Yeah.
Not in the homies. All
Corey,
right, Casey
you're not
White.
his homie, bro. He just said that.
No, the local homies is what I said.
Facts.
Scott's here. Scott is here actually.
All right,
You can
Casey
ask him
White.
about-
Hypercane interval. Which one am I bagging?
Hypercane.
And they do the same thing. It's really weird.
They do not. They do not.
Dude,
Queso
you-
White, brother.
you need
Taylor,
to throw
it's all
this.
you.
He threw my pink one, bro. That puppy was stable for him.
Oregon
That's
kid, top 20 last year. Give me Ty Love.
Wow.
Okay, what's your final pick though?
That is.
It's my dark horse, dog. Keep
He doesn't have to rotate through.
We already did.
You're so right.
we
I'm
doing
tripping.
2 dark horses this
Matt's
week?
not
Matthew?
used to being where he is.
Who's
Like,
your second and third dark horse?
I've never been this different in a place. I don't even know what's going on, man.
all right, here we go. So we got Taylor. It's got Calvin, Cole Redolin, Paul McBeth, Ty Love. I've got Gannon, Ricky, Aaron Gossage, Casey White. Matt has AB, Ezra Aderhold, Eagle, Albert Tom. Corey's got Lasagna, Gavin Rathbun, Kyle Klein, and Silas Schultz. Kyle Klein's going to hit one of these times. You just keep
Yes.
betting red. That's the thing when you play roulette. You just keep doubling up on the same thing you just bet color-wise, and then eventually you hit it. So,
Facts.
I
Yeah,
like
but
essentially.
he did not hit for me like.
what'd you
4.
say, Corey?
I said essentially.
You heard me say that. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our picks here. Any other notes about Portland? What we should be looking out for? Who we should be hyped out the wazoo for? I will not lie. If Paul McBeth does well, I will be pretty hyped. Just because I think that's cool. Even though I'm not like in love with Paul McBeth as some of you guys are, but I will think it's pretty cool. Especially after watching. He's just smooth. you know?
Last thing. Who are you going to be keeping your eyes on this weekend? Not related to your picks. but
Ezra
who-
Aderhold's pants.
Your pick.
Calvin Longquist. Wait, let me make sure Calvin's playing. But he just keeps scooping good performances. Top 10s, top, Wait, am I wrong? Okay, no, he's
Yeah, you're so
playing.
wrong for that, bro.
I ended
I'm-
up Tong.
I'm keeping my eyes on Ezra Aderhold. I think he's due. If the putter gets hot, it's
Ezra
his-
is due.
I think it's his time, dude. If he gets a win and knows what it feels like,
I don't know why, but I'm gonna be looking at Luke Sampson.
sick.
You start laughing.
Because there's those
immediately.
dude, there's those random like rounds that he's just on lead card, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
That is a Luke Sampson moment. But, all right, anyone
Hypercane.
else? Taylor,
Scott-
who did you say?
Scott says Hypercane.
Yeah, Scott says-
I want Paul Macbeth to win so bad, man.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, brother.
So let me have it.
That'd be pretty sick.
If
For the
you wanted to
culture.
have a final card for this tournament, who do you want it to be? Who's on it?
Oh, just people that I want to do well. Paul, Kevin Jones, Eagle, and Simon Zod. Simon's always fun to watch.
Dude, those are the 4 exact names I would have said too.
We're in there.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm going Paul, Simon, Goose, Luke Sampson.
Samson.
Interesting.
Hell of a
Paul,
card.
Simon, Yuli,
Yuli dog?
Brody.
Might as well say Brody. Yeah, I was
not
gonna say that.
Brody, not Brody, dude. And then someone else I've not decided on my fourth.
Calvin Lundquist.
Calvin Lundquist, sure. Yep.
Simon Schultz.
Simon Schultz. out
Would
there on the
anyone
field.
shed a tear if KJ wins this weekend?
I know Taylor would.
I wouldn't.
The way that
Tough.
Tyler and Taylor bring back Kevin Jones
I
every
like-
Dude.
week,
Make
It's
Kevin
just
Jones
so
great again, bro.
it's so amazing. Bro, you're gonna shed a tear over Kevin Jones winning more than Paul Macbeth?
I would, yes.
Who,
If I were
all right, here's the
to-
question.
If I were
if,
to,
if you
it
were
would be.
if you had to shed a tear, if you were going to shed a tear over somebody winning this tournament, who would it be? You're
Kevin
most
Jones.
likely that you would just
Kevin Jones.
be emotional and cry that they won.
The dude is so due. The first tournament I ever watched on YouTube was when he win the Pro Tour, or he was like right there in one of the Pro
He
Tours.
popped off
back
at
in the day.
USDGC. That was kind of like his coming out party.
No, it was like 2021 or
he won
something like that.
Idlewild.
No, 2020. No, it was like 2020. He did well, I think, in one of the Pro Tour final events or whatever the case may be.
Oh, he
And that's
won
when
the
I
Pro
like-
Tour Championship.
Yeah,
probably
that's
what
what
it
it was. When he won that, I was like, "Yo, I like that guy. I'm gonna start keeping my eyes on him," and that's
Yeah,
why I started
dog.
liking
Prodigy
Kevin
star
Jones.
player, man.
Yeah, brother.
dude.
right, well,
I gotta say
Kevin's gonna
James
try.
Proctor. James Proctor, I would be.
Oh.
I would probably be. I don't know if I'd
Really?
shed it. That if it was gonna be anybody, it'd be James Proctor.
I think for me, it's Yuli.
It's Yuli, it's
Yeah.
not Goose.
Yeah.
No, because I know Goose is going to.
Mm.
Like, I'd be so.
I'd be
Yeah.
so emotional. Dude.
I'd be the one person.
He's already emotional just thinking
I'm
about
not. I'm not even kidding. I think I would just. I think I could cry from that.
Matt's just in the fetal position. Like
Yeah, I could cry if he won one. Gosh,
Yeah.
dang.
it. Matt, what would make you cry more, Yuli winning or watching the ending of Rudy?
or the ending of Shrek.
It's got to be the Shrek ending. Got to be the Shrek ending. Unfortunately, I heard it's a beautiful thing. Someday I hope to
the
experience.
ending
it.
of Shrek is just a musical.
Yeah, I heard it's a beautiful
I saw
thing.
your face.
Yeah.
I
That's-
like big
that's-
and I cannot lie.
Don't ruin the ending for Matt. He's got to see what happens.
I
There's
used
a
to
plot
have
twist.
that on a CD and I would play it nonstop.
Scott said Cupcake. If Cupcake was to win, he
Yo,
would get
let's go.
emotional.
Dude, I
No,
love.
no, no. He
In
said
a
that
positive
was,
or negative way.
no, that was for his lead card.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, he put that when Matt was trying to figure out. We said
Oh,
Brody,
okay.
and he said no, not Brody.
Oh,
He said
okay.
Cupcake.
Okay.
That was,
No.
that was a while ago.
My biggest is Paul Ulibarri, Cupcake, and Paul's caddy are all playing together because the amount of crap talking that goes on between Cupcake and Paul's caddy is so.
First
funny.
off, he has a name.
That's rude.
I blanked. Okay,
Honestly,
Curdy.
not Cupcake. I think he's talking about Paul's caddy, which I'm still blanking on his name.
Brad
for.
Hammond.
Brad Hammock. Thank you.
Allegedly.
Sorry, bro.
Brad versus the Bruiser, dude.
I watch every episode, man.
But
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
know his name. Wow.
I forgot his name in a moment.
You couldn't
of
even. You couldn't
joy.
even.
His
think
name's
of
in
his
the
name,
title
dude.
of the episode. Series, man.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
final thought for this episode, and then I'm done talking. Calvin's still good at disc golf.
Wow.
Oh
comeback.
wow.
Roll the clip.
Roll
How
a
does it
clip.
feel jumping on the bandwagon?
Hey, shout out to CapCut for having that template just ready to rock.
Oh my
Oh, is that
goodness.
what you used?
That's so sick.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna ask. Well, thank you guys for watching.
I mean, I got epilepsy.
I watched that clip so many times.
Why did I struggle?
You
on
okay
saying-
there?
Oh my goodness.
Why did I struggle with saying
Bro, Tyler
epilepsy?
doesn't host the episode. We're all just off the rails.
Yeah,
man. Tyler
dude,
doesn't
you're
know.
you're essentially dyslexic.
Essentially dyslexic.
You just can't bank a pronunciation tonight. You just can't.
Listen, I watched
I'm
that
done.
edit like 10 times today. I was just
Very good.
repeating it just every single. I was like, that's so sick.
I need a
Good
world
work,
where
good work.
Calvin posts that, man. I need that on
You do
Calvin's
need a world.
Instagram.
Calvin
I
seems
could
like
die
the type of
happy.
individual who logs on Instagram once per month.
Such a hard post.
It is such a hard post. Okay, anyways, thank you to Foundation Disc Golf for bringing us together and allowing us to meet each other, and then giving us flexibility to make this podcast and just have fun and hang out. If you
you
want
need to
to
bank any
allow
disc
us to
golf supplies.
allow them to awkwardly walk through their warehouse and then tell us, "All right, get out of here."
yeah, and allow us to awkwardly walk to their warehouse, and Taylor and I to just have all of our ideas about the Atlas bag wrong for the entire time we had the bag.
Actual facts.
I wish
And
you guys would have showed me that piece because I could have told you right then and there where it goes.
we talked about it the day we both got it, but we didn't talk about it in great enough detail on the podcast.
It's true.
Anyways, thanks to Foundation for getting us together. You can go to foundationdisc.com to shop all of your disc golf needs. Hey, if you don't know, Foundation Care is included with all orders in
This is a
North America right
non-sponsored
now.
ad read. This is
No,
wild.
this is actually W. If you want to go try an F3 and you figure out you hate it, you can swap it out and you don't have to pay extra money. So that's sick.
Yeah.
You can go get something you know.
You do have to return the disc though. You can't lose it in the water on
Yeah,
winter
you
up.
can't lose it in the
If
water
it's
on
an
winter.
orange DD3,
But if
Yeah.
you hate the F3, you can return it and get an orange DD3. Actually, they have those in stock. In their used bin. Actually, they found one. One of their buddies brought it all the way up.
Hey,
all right.
quick shout out before we end as well. Shout out to Taylor for putting out fire thumbnails, fire reels, putting content out. Absolutely,
We respect it.
I
We
mean,
love it.
above and beyond, dude. I mean,
That's real.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Anyways, we will see you guys next week. Let us know in the comments if you have any things you hate about what we're talking about. If you totally disagree with us. If you hate Corey's idea for changing all
Moguls.
courses to have moguls.
if you
Moguls.
thought
Let us
Not
know.
all
tonight's
cour-
game
no,
was
no,
the
no, not-
sickest game ever.
Not
Hey.
all courses.
Put in the comment section completely corny for the winning the freebie. Okay, put it in the comment section. Completely corny.
That's the giveaway
like
keyword.
This video, dude.
Is the corn
Winning.
emoji.
Yeah.
Would I win?
If we get to 400 corn emojis in the chat, individual users, I will give away a disc in the stream.
Let's go. All right. We will see you guys next week. Like and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Moguls.
Like it.
Moguls.